streaming on CrossroadsToday.com. Authorities in Yoakum are investigating after a local man was found dead. And a Victoria man is back in custody following a cross-border manhunt. And Victoria police arrest 3 individuals after a search for stolen property.
And over the next few days, we're looking for some slowly warming temperatures and also some decent rain chances in the midweek before later this week we have an Arctic cold front and we're looking for possibly winter precipitation. All that in weather coming up.
Well, good morning, Crossroads. Coming up in sports, we're going to be taking a look into Victoria East recent powerlift meet at Rockport. See the results coming up.
You're watching 25 News Now Sunrise. Good morning, Crossroads, and welcome to your Monday morning, your MLK Monday morning.
That's right, MLK Junior Day. We've got a march going on this morning. It'll be at 10. I hope you're all ready for that. Well, if you are all ready for that, well, we're looking actually a little bit chilly out there this morning and during the time of the march. So if you'll be heading out the door for anything this morning, grab a jacket because looking live in Victoria, like I said, it's cold. We are below freezing right now, actually. 30 degrees being reported out in Victoria County. Actually, if you look at the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, 32 degrees right there. It is also freezing here in the city. We actually just recently hit freezing, so you don't have anything to worry about with your pipes. Plants might need to maybe be taken inside for the time being because freezing could do a little bit of damage. Winds are pretty light to calm right now, but when the wind does blow, it's at about 5 miles an hour. It is bringing us wind chills in the mid-20s. So definitely bundle up heading out the door this morning. We're all starting out the day about the same. Low, mid-30s, got a little bit warmer temperatures on the coast because you're next to the Gulf, but very cold out there this morning, so grab a jacket. And we are still cold out there because our skies are pretty clear, allowing for radiational cooling to take place, but our clear skies, as you can see across much of Texas, means it's going to be sunny today. So sending those kiddos out the door, grab that jacket, of course, but also the sunglasses because later today we're going to be looking real sunny and actually kind of nice. We'll look at those details next.
Today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and the Old Landmark Committee is hosting a commemorative walk starting at 10 this morning at Palestine Baptist Church. The church is located at 608 East Convent Street. Participants should gather by 9:30. The march will proceed to Bethlehem Baptist Church, where a program featuring guest speaker Minister Bobby Ray Harris will start at 11. Expect street closures along Depot Street, Convent Street, and Water Street. Plan your route accordingly. Authorities in Yoakum are investigating after a local man was found dead. Emilio Garcia was found on South Street over the weekend. We reached out to police, but no details have been released. This is an ongoing investigation. A Victoria man is back in custody following a cross-border manhunt. 45-year-old Robert Partida Jr., a registered sex offender, faces charges related to a 2025 assault and attempted strangulation of a woman. After being released on bond with a GPS monitor, authorities reported that he removed it in November and crossed the border. Partida was located by the Gulf Coast Violent Offender and Fugitive Task Force and handed over to U.S. Marshals. He awaits extradition to Victoria County and may face federal charges for violating international Megan's Law, which mandates sex offenders report international travel. Victoria police arrested 3 individuals after a search for stolen property revealed weapons. Officers and SWAT arrived at a home on Hampton Court just before 9 a.m. Friday. Inside they found stolen items and firearms, resulting in the arrest of 39-year-old Matthew Dane Johnson, 38-year-old Christopher Thomas Scott, and 38-year-old Amanda Nicole Martinez. All 3 face multiple charges, including organized criminal activity and possession of stolen property and firearms. A familiar face at a Calhoun County school is facing a profound loss. 25 News Now weekend anchor Amaya Norman reports on how colleagues are uniting to provide support.
Whatever, we will be here for her. I know that I will be here for her.
At Travis Middle School, Maria Sol Hernandez is known for more than just the food she serves. Co-workers say her smile can brighten any student's day and make lunchtime a little better. But that joy turned into heartbreak when Hernandez got a phone call while at work. Her home was on fire. She explains this fire affected her a lot because she moved to Port Lavaca to make a living for her family. The fire destroyed everything she owned, including taking the life of her beloved dog. Administrators and co-workers created a GoFundMe to support Hernandez as she works to rebuild her life. They say it's their turn to give back to someone who has given so much to the students.
She's part of us. Like, I can't do what I do without her. And so immediately, I wanted to help. That's like immediately I wanted to help. And no other reason than she's one of my people. And not only that, but she's a person in need.
As she picks up the pieces, Hernandez says she is grateful for everyone willing to help, and adding that the support means a lot. Amaya Norman, KAVU TV, 25 News Now.
Victoria County Commissioners will meet Tuesday morning at 10 at the Victoria County Courthouse. On the agenda, commissioners are expected to consider allowing Precincts 3 and 4 road and bridge crews to assist with the Victoria Livestock Show as needed. They'll also discuss approving a contract change to add materials testing for the county's mental and behavioral health facility project. For more local news, weather, and sports, come to crossroadstoday.com. It's now 6:36 on our Monday morning. Here's a look at what's coming up next on 25 News Now. Sunrise. The NFL's Final Four is set. We get a sports recap.
The Pentagon puts troops on standby as protests grow following the death of Renee Good. I'm Nicole D'Antonio in Washington with the details, including a new investigation this morning.
And also coming up next after the break and the short-term forecast, it might be chilly out there right now, but with that Texas sun coming up today, it'll warm us up. So coming up next, we'll look at how warm it'll be near you. Well, good morning, Crossroads, and happy MLK Junior Day Monday. Well, to start out a brand new week and our nice little holiday we got going today, we're actually looking very nice. So I hope you all get out there and enjoy our holiday and MLK Junior Day. Do whatever you want to, because we're looking very nice. All that thanks to our sunny skies, which I'm just going to press play. Do you see any clouds out there? That means it's going to be pretty sunny, so make sure you got your sunglasses packed for any kind of activities outside. But as we go into this evening, here 6 p.m., right around sunset actually, which is actually very close to sunset, we'll start slowly picking up our cloud cover. 6 p.m. still mostly clear, but actually we might have a very pretty sunset today, so send us your pictures if you see that. But as we go into tonight, like I was saying, our cloud cover is going to start increasing. We'll look mostly cloudy for overnight today, tonight into Tuesday morning, also with a very low 10% rain chance. There might be 1 or 2 sprinkles around the area somewhere, but can't guarantee that you'll see that. Going into tomorrow, Tuesday, we're going to pick up more cloud cover. I think we'll be overcast cloudy tomorrow, Tuesday, so I don't think you need your sunglasses, and I also don't think you need your umbrella. Chances are still 10% tomorrow afternoon, picking up to 30% for Tuesday night and into Wednesday morning, which you'll see all that later. Because with that sun today and the MLK March happening at about 10 in the morning, you just saw 9. We're still chilly in the 40s, but by 10, here's 10. Looking at temperatures in the low and mid 50s. So you might take off 1 layer of clothing, and you'll take off 1 more layer of clothing in the afternoon, because we'll get up to, I'm thinking, 69 in Victoria. Pretty nice out there. Everyone else about the same, upper 60s today. So get out there and enjoy our nice day before the rest of this week gets interesting, especially with winter precipitation possible. And that's coming next.
As powerlifting season officially gets underway in the Crossroads, Victoria East proudly stands out, demonstrating elite performance and unwavering determination. The boys team delivered a commanding performance, securing the first place overall at the highly competitive powerlifting meet held this past Saturday in Rockport. Khalil Prater claimed first place in the 198-pound weight class, showcasing exceptional strength and technique. Zayden Perez earned a strong second-place finish in the 123-pound weight class, while Pedro Coronado also secured second place in the 181-pound category. Braden impressed with a second-place finish in the 220-pound division, and Noah Gonzalez represented the team fiercely, placing second in the super heavyweight division. And on the girls' side, Brooke Hernandez stood out as the highest placers, earning a commendable 4th place in her weight class. Make sure you go to our Crossroads Today website, see this article, and see all the results from Victoria East Powerlift Meet. But that does it for your 25 News Now Sports. Until next time, I'm Ray Robinson.
Experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV or Roku. Apple TV, Android TV, just search for Crossroads Today Plus. This morning, the Pentagon puts troops on standby as protests grow across Minneapolis following the death of Renee Good by an ICE officer. ABC's Nicole D'Antonio reports from Washington with the details.
This morning, nearly 1,500 active duty Army paratroopers are on alert for a possible deployment in Minneapolis. It comes as tensions remain high across the Twin Cities following the deadly shooting of 37-year-old mother of three, Renee Good. Defense officials telling ABC News President Trump hasn't made a final decision whether to deploy the soldiers, but they are taking, quote, prudent steps to prepare. The White House not yet commenting. The federal government insisting the agent's shooting of Good was justified and no further review of his actions is warranted.
We are not investigating, and if there comes a time when we need to, we will, but it's not now.
Meanwhile, the DOJ now launching an investigation into Minnesota Governor Tim Walz and Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey. Sources telling ABC News they're under investigation for allegedly obstructing law enforcement efforts. Frey defending himself to This Week co-anchor Jonathan Karl.
There are other countries where you get put away for the things that you say. There are other countries where you get investigated for saying something that runs counter to what the federal government states. But in this country, it's not that way.
And this morning, 4 attorneys tell ABC News ICE rejected their request to meet with their clients in Minneapolis. Claims DHS denies, saying detainees are given due process and access to lawyers. Nicole D'Antonio, ABC News, Washington.
The NFL's Final Four is set. The weekend's playoff game serving up plenty of controversy and all sorts of drama right to the last play. ABC's Hannah Battah has more.
A thriller at Soldier Field, the Rams and Bears battling in the snow. With Chicago trailing and seconds on the clock, quarterback Caleb Williams drops back deep and launches it. But their luck running out in overtime. Williams intercepted, setting the stage for the game-winning 42-yard field goal.
And it's good! And the Los Angeles Rams go to the championship game!
Earlier in the night, the Patriots dominating the Texans. The snowy game, a nightmare for C.J. Stroud, who threw 4 interceptions in just the first half, tying a playoff record.
May steps into it, takes a shot.
And this incredible one-handed grab, sealing the game for the Patriots in the fourth.
Outstanding catch.
The Pats now heading to the AFC Championship for the first time since the Tom Brady era back in 2018. Next weekend, they'll face off against the Broncos while the Rams take on the Seahawks. And the Patriots already have a leg up over Denver. On Saturday, Broncos quarterback Bo Nix is out for the rest of the playoffs after breaking his ankle in their overtime win over the Bills. The game plagued by controversy.
They pick it up and they go deep down the field, and the pass is caught. No.
Fans furious after a potential catch for the Bills was ruled an interception for the Broncos. Quarterback Josh Allen teary-eyed in the post-game news conference.
It's extremely difficult. I feel like I let my teammates down.
But tonight, it's all about college football. Number 10 Miami will try to upset number 1 Indiana in the College Playoff National Championship. The undefeated Hoosiers will be attempting to cap off a perfect season, but the underdog Hurricanes have one big advantage. The stadium, chosen back in 2022, is Miami's home field. Hannah Battah, ABC News, New York.
If you see news happening, let us know. Call the number on your screen to contact our newsroom or email us your tips at staff@crossroadstoday.com. It's now 6:45 on our Monday morning. Still to come on Sunrise, European leaders are coming face to face with President Trump. All right, it's time to celebrate some birthdays. Happy birthday to Paula. Wishing you the best birthday ever. I love you.
Oh, happy birthday, Paula. And also happy birthday to Luke. He's also our birthday cake winner today. Congratulations. Happy 18th birthday. May God continue to guide you all today and always. Love from Mom, Dad, and all your brothers. And you have 24 hours to pick up your cake from Sweet Fountains Bakery.
Happy 55th birthday to Michelle. Wishing you a blessed and great day. Love you from your family.
Happy birthday, Michelle. And to see your birthday wish live on 25 News Now Sunrise, you can come to crossroadstoday.com. Just click the drop-down menu, then click the Home tab, and then you'll see Submit Your Birthday Photo.
And I'd like to wish Angela, Savannah, and my sister Martha a happy birthday, and happy birthday to you if you're celebrating one today, or maybe you got to celebrate over the weekend.
That's right. Happy birthday, y'all. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Well, good morning, Crossroads. I'm sure a lot of y'all saw our very interesting 7-day a few moments ago, and oh goodness, it's time to talk about that, because anytime you hear the words snow, freezing rain, or winter precipitation in South Texas, we need to look at that. So going into this weekend, we heard me talking about it. We have another cold front that'll be here Friday night and into Saturday morning. And this one's going to be an Arctic cold front, meaning it's much stronger than a normal cold front, dropping our high temperatures down into the 40s. High temperatures, the warmest it'll be for Saturday and Sunday, I'm thinking are in the 40s, but the coldest it'll be is going to be Sunday morning, maybe again Sunday night and into Monday morning. But Sunday morning, that's going to be our chance for that right there. Possibly some freezing rain, some sleet, and possibly some snow. It all depends on how cold it is in the upper atmosphere, which you'll see in a second. 30 is I've got the forecast low for Sunday morning, but we honestly may be in the 20s depending on what the data looks like later this week. So make sure that y'all are tuning in later this week, because this information will change. I guarantee that. So tune in for more later this week. But before that gets here, we've got a moderate chance for rain Tuesday night and into much of the day Wednesday. 50% I've got it for Wednesday for some scattered showers. So we desperately need that because of our extreme drought. So keep your fingers crossed to see that. Now, as we go into this weekend, here is our big all-weather pattern change that we got going on. We got a fragment of the polar vortex you can see right there that's going to start sinking a little bit further south. And what that's going to do, you're going to see it here in a second, right here. There's going to be a low pressure system right there. There's no L on right now, but that's the low. That's going to sink out of Canada and send us our Arctic front for Friday night. But we also have this low pressure system right here sending in moisture out of the Pacific. And depending on how much moisture there is to work with in the atmosphere, we could see, like I said, freezing rain over the weekend. Scattered showers on Wednesday, but that'll pull out for Thursday, Friday, and then scattered showers again Friday, and then our possible freezing rain and snow for Sunday morning. We'll have more weather coming later on Sunrise.
European leaders are coming face to face with President Trump this week at the World Economic Summit in Davos after he threatened to hit them with new tariffs for resisting his push to acquire Greenland. ABC's Allison Kosick has more.
This morning, European leaders are slamming President Trump's threat to impose tariffs for opposing American control of Greenland. Ambassadors from America's closest allies holding an emergency meeting Sunday, warning the threats risk a dangerous downward spiral. The Trump administration insists the U.S. must control Greenland for national security.
The national emergency is avoiding a national emergency. That it is a strategic decision by the president. This is a geopolitical decision, and he is able to use the economic might of the U.S. to avoid a hot war.
Europe could push back with a so-called trade bazooka, restricting U.S. companies' business in Europe. France's president has called for its use. France is among the countries that have sent small groups of military forces to Greenland, and there is new reporting that Canada may also send soldiers. For months, Trump has refused to back down from his campaign to control Greenland and has refused to rule out the use of military force.
If he wants to purchase Greenland, that's one thing, but for him to militarily invade would turn Article 5 of NATO on its very head and, in essence, put us at war with NATO itself.
Experts and lawmakers say there is no imminent threat to Greenland. The U.S. already operates a military base there, with a treaty allowing the U.S. to expand its military presence on the island.
The only security threat to Greenland right now is the United States.
During weekend protests from Denmark to Greenland, demonstrators making their message to the president clear.
We are not interested in being Americans.
In the coming days, there is something that could block President Trump's tariffs, a highly anticipated Supreme Court ruling on the legality of those tariffs and how far presidential emergency powers can stretch. Allison Kosick, ABC News, New York.
And now let's get a look at the latest in Hollywood. Here's ABC's Allison Kosick.
No snake has set foot in Zootopia in forever.
Disney's Zootopia 2 is now Hollywood's highest grossing animated film. The movie, which has earned $1.7 billion, surpassed Pixar's Inside Out 2 after 8 weekends in theaters.
This world goes much deeper than you imagine.
Meantime, James Cameron's Avatar: Fire and Ash continues to dominate the box office, retaining the top spot for the 5th weekend with more than $13 million in sales. Disney is the parent company of 20th Century Studios, which distributes the film, and ABC. The post-apocalyptic horror film 28 Years Later, The Bone Temple, came in 2nd place. Nice. Green Day will kick off next month's Super Bowl with an opening ceremony at Levi's Stadium. The NFL says the performance will celebrate 6 decades of the game's history. Lead singer Billy Joe Armstrong, who's from the area, says he's excited. Super Bowl 60 is set for February 8th. And a special happy birthday to Dolly Parton. The 9 to 5 singer turns 80 today. And that's what's happening in Hollywood. Allison Kosick, ABC News, New York.
Still to come on Sunrise, news to know before you go. Victoria College's new student center is complete. Victoria College's new student center is complete and ready for use as the spring semester begins. The center will house the college's library, the Learning Lab Tutoring Center, student accounts and financial aid, along with student dining and other services. Governor Greg Abbott reappoints a Crossroads veterinarian to a state board. Dr. Larry Mo-Zagimba of Beeville will serve again on the Texas State Board of Veterinary Medical Examiners through August 2031. The board's job is to set rules and ensure Texans get top quality care. And we want to invite y'all to experience our digital streaming service, Crossroads Today Plus. You can find it on your connected TV through Amazon Fire TV, Roku, Apple TV, Android TV. Just search for Crossroads Today Plus. And now let's get a look at a beautiful sunrise with Parker.
That's right, Carolina. We got a lovely sunrise out there this morning, y'all. So if you're heading out the door, get a load of that out there. Look at all the colors out there. But if you are heading out the door, definitely grab that jacket. We are still cold out there, 31 degrees here in Victoria. When the wind does blow, it's calm right there. When the wind does blow, we're looking at wind chills in the mid, maybe even low 20 for some. So definitely grab the jacket. Just about 20 minutes ago, we were actually just 28 degrees out in Victoria County, but everyone else is about the same this morning. Low 30s, some of us below freezing, says 29 right now in Refugio. So definitely grab that jacket. But you will be taking off that jacket later today because that Texas sun is going to warm us up nicely. I think it's 67 for the high today in Port Lavaca, mid 60s by noon, a bit warmer in the inland county, 69 today, and about the same in Cuero, 69 as well. So get out there and enjoy that nice day before the rest of this week. We're looking a little interesting, especially for the weekend with that possible winter precipitation.
All right, well, thank you for being with us this morning. Join Shauna, Don McClovey, and Max today, 95 News Now at 5, 6, and 10.